Matt Duffield with mattduffieldtrading.com. And tonight I'm doing a hot penny stock recap on symbol VTL. This has been a big runner lately, and today was no exception. Before we get started, I do want to remind you the video is for informational and educational purposes only. I'm not a registered investment advisor, so please do make your own decisions. Okay, so VTL, this was a big gainer today. Offhand, I want to say it gained about 20% on no news. The stock has just been running lately. I can show you a 5-day chart of the past 5 days, and it's just in a nice solid uptrend. So some key things that I want to point out is on the daily chart, there's a huge gap. With the breakout above $8 a share, there's a huge gap to about $12.50. And today, price broke into gap territory with a close of $9.06. So there's a lot of upside potential. Doesn't mean the gap is going to get filled, but hey, the potential is there. I mean, this thing can squeeze. A short squeeze can take this all the way up to $12 in a matter of the next day or two. It's very possible. So, looking at the 1 minute time frame this morning, this thing just skyrocketed from 750 all the way up to a high of 881 within, I think that's about 10 minutes. It can move so quickly. I missed this big spike. I've actually been watching this thing all week, kind of waiting for a break above $8, knowing that the gap territory is just above. I lost interest and, turned my head, and wouldn't you know it, it got this huge spike here today. I did buy on the dip at 822 after it did a 61.8% Fibonacci retracement from this high down to the 790 range. It was perfect. I missed the bottom, got a little cold feet, and I bought in at 822. And I held until about 1:30, and I sold right on this dip at 872. A nice 6% gain. I was happy. I forgot to mention, I did buy in another 1,000 shares here at 846 on this dip, and I'm still holding that tonight for the reason that, like I said, this can go up to $12.50. After chopping around all afternoon, it did break above this $9 range, which held it down 4 times throughout the lunchtime and early afternoon, and it broke out late day. So, obviously, we all know this can run now that it's in gap territory, but one thing I want to show you, I'm always looking for different angles and chart patterns that repeat. These things just kind of stick in my head, and I think they can be very useful. And looking at this chart, I noticed that it reminded me of the huge run that ACI did about 2 months ago, right in here. It chopped around the $4 area and then just skyrocketed all the way to $10 within a matter of days. I didn't think it was possible, and I missed this whole thing. But anyway, the similarity is there. I can't show you the 2 charts at the same time, but I can kind of explain what I'm seeing. For VTL, this would be the choppy action that we saw around the $6 and $7 range. This would be today's breakout to 880, followed by the choppy lunchtime and afternoon trading. Now, if these charts continue to mirror each other, we should expect a big gap, a big strong move in the morning, followed by sideways action the rest of the day, and then a final pop on Friday. And percentage-wise, if you compare these two, it suggests that VTL would top out around 11 or $12 a share if those continue to mirror each other perfectly. And that lines up very nicely with our chart here. A gap fill would be right around 12.59. So it's a very big possibility that this gap can be filled by Friday. And I know it sounds crazy, but the opportunity is there. And that's the kind of trades you got to look to make when you have a potential of $3 upside and, I don't know, you could say maybe $1, $1.50 a downside. That's a great risk to reward. a trade that I'm willing to take. Other people may look at this and be like, there's no chance I'm buying a stock that's up 50% in 4 days. You'd be surprised how much higher it can go when a squeeze is on. And the technicals are in place. I mean, this thing shoots higher and it digests its gains nicely. So I'm really hoping this continues higher. I'm going to be holding until Friday and possibly adding tomorrow. It really depends on that first hour of trading for VTL tomorrow. If I see a breakout above about this high here, 925, I'll buy in because it's probably going to do another one of these spikes in the morning, followed by sideways action. So it's a great trade to take, and I hope that helps you guys. I wish you the best of luck trading tomorrow.